Hello, welcome to Period Tracker demo video by Illis Temple. In this video, we will give you a tour of the Google Sheet Period Tracker. You can use this tracker to get better insight into your body, because as it helps you understand when your period will start, how long it will last, and what symptoms you may experience. You can also track the regularity of your menstrual cycle. This is very helpful in detecting potential health issues such as hormonal imbalances, thyroid problems, or other conditions. If you are trying to conceive or avoid pregnancy, this tracker helps calculate fertile days, providing valuable insights into reproductive health. To get all that, you need to fill in the data in the tracker table section, and the dashboard section will be filled in automatically. Before we discuss the filling instructions, we will tell you about the tracker table in general. At the very top, we will find the main information of your period, where this section is divided into two groups. These 4 sections are what you have to fill in, while the remaining 4 sections will be filled in automatically. Below it is a navigation bar as a shortcut to the desired section of the table. This tracker table is divided into 9 sections: cycle date, period flow, period pain, sleep, water, sexual activity, sex drive, emotional symptoms, and physical symptoms. With the navigation bar, you can jump directly to the desired table. On the right side of the navigation bar, there are 2 buttons. Go to Dashboard button will help you to enter the dashboard page. Reset button will help you erase all the data that has been entered so that you don't have to erase them one by one. Now let's jump straight to the steps so you can get the benefits of this tracker. The first thing you have to do is choose your cycle day. Click on the drop-down menu. Here you have the option from 21 to 35 cycle days. For example, we choose 35. After selecting your cycle day, fill in the previous period and start period. The following are the data that filled in automatically. First, the period status. Here you will know whether your period on time or early or late, including the number of days. Second, fertile window in main information and in cycle date section. Third, ovulation in main information and in cycle date section. Fourth, next period in main information and in cycle date section. Fifth, header table, automatically filled with dates, starting with the date your period starts until your cycle ends. Sixth, the duration of menstruation in cycle date section. This automatically filled in for 5 days, but can be adjusted to your actual duration by filling in the end of the period. Moving on to another section of the tracking table: period flow and period pain. In this section, you can track by using the checkbox. Check one of the 3 available options. The number of checkboxes is adjusted according to the duration of your period. Once you're tracking, an icon will appear at the top to represent your condition for that day. Sleep. To track your sleep hours during your cycle days, you must enter a numeric value with 1 decimal. The decimal represents your sleep time in minutes converted to hours. For example, you slept for 8 hours and 20 minutes. Then you type the number 8.3 in the cell. Water. This section is for tracking your drinking water consumption during your cycle days. Enter a numeric value with 1 decimal. 1 is equal to 200 milliliters of water. If you drink 400 milliliters of water, then you type 2 in the cell. If you drink 2,150 milliliters of water, then you type 10.8 in the cell. Sexual activity and sex drive. It's the same with period flow and period pain. You just need to track it by checking one of the 3 available options. Here, icons will also appear at the top to represent your activities for the day. Emotional symptoms and physical symptoms. Each section already contains some symptoms, but if on the day of your cycle a symptom appears that is not on the list, you just need to rename one of the available symptoms. To track the symptoms, here we use a numeric value from 1 to 5. 1 equals minimal, 2 equals mild, 3 equals moderate, 4 equals severe, and 5 equals debilitating or worse. There are 2 ways to enter data. First, by typing the numbers in the cell. Second, double-click on the cell, then select a number from the drop-down menu. Each number selected will produce a different color, resulting in a heat map, where darker colors represent higher values, meaning the symptoms felt are very intense. Up to this point, we have discussed the overall tracker table. Now we move on to the dashboard section to see the results. To open the dashboard, we will use this button. This dashboard is read-only except for category and date selection. The dashboard filled in automatically based on the data entered in the tracker table. Let's discuss it one by one. Month is your month period. Period is the number of days from the beginning until the end of your period. Make sure you fill in the end period so that the data displayed here is correct. How was your sleep? Here is average daily sleep time in your cycle compared to 8 hours, the ideal sleep time per day. We can see if your average daily sleep time can be categorized into the need for rest, good sleep, or recharge well. Do you hydrate enough? Here is average daily water consumption in your cycle compared to 13.5 cup or 2.7 liter, the ideal drink per day. We can see if your average daily water consumption can be categorized into the dehydrated, mildly dehydrated, or hydrated. Period Analyzer. In this graph, you can see your period trends and can analyze the correlation between period flow and period pain. By default, this graph displays all, but this is customizable. By clicking the drop-down menu, you can choose to display only period flow or period pain. Sex Analyzer. In this graph, you can see your sex trends during your cycle and can analyze the correlation between sexual activity and sex drive. By default, this graph displays all, but this is customizable. By clicking the drop-down menu, you can choose to display only sexual activity or sex drive. The interesting part, by activating the fertile window, you can see trends and analyze only during your fertile window. Emotion. Divided into 2 parts. The first part, you can select a date by clicking on the drop-down menu. Your emotions will be categorized into happy, doing okay, Need to breathe slowly. Frustrated. Overwhelmed. Out of control. The category will appear based on the average level of emotional symptoms on the selected date. The second part is a graph of the correlation analysis of the emotional symptoms felt. By default, this graph displays all symptoms, but this can be customized. By clicking on the drop-down menu, you can choose to display all symptoms or select specific symptoms. Physical. Basically, this is the same as emotional. There is a section to see your physical condition, whether it is in the category as okay. Feel hurts a little. Feel hurts a little more. Feel hurts even more. Feel hurts a lot. Not okay. These category will appear based on the average level of physical symptoms on the selected date. In another part is a graph of the correlation analysis of the physical symptoms felt. By default, this graph displays all symptoms, but this can be customized. By clicking on the drop-down menu, you can choose to display all symptoms or select specific symptoms. Now, let's go back to the tracker table. If you want to delete all the data you have filled in, just press the reset button, then all the data will be deleted. That's all for this video tutorial. Hopefully it's useful and clear enough. For those who want to get this tracker, you can click on the link in the description to purchase it. Got an idea for a tracker you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments. Thank you and have a nice day.